Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to Alien Protocols. If UFOs were from a higher dimension, or another dimension, or one higher spatial dimension, what would that appear like to us? Well, there's this famous analogy called Flatland, and it's a two-dimensional universe. Let's say it's all within this square, and let's say there's a being here, and this is what the being looks like, and this is his buddy, who looks like this, okay, and they're just two-dimensional. You know, I'm gonna give this one a whole body, and they live on Flatland. Now, what would happen if a three-dimensional object came into Flatland? So we would have something like, its true shape is, let's say, this razor. But as it hits here, it would just look like that part that connects to the two dimensions there. So it would look kind of like that, the very tip. You know, it'd all be covered in, and they could only see it from the outside, of course. They wouldn't be seeing it from above. So what they would see is probably something like this from their position. And as the three-dimensional object goes further through Flatland, the shape would change. It would get larger. You know, this line that from that direction would look larger to them. And the shapes would change till you got to the final layer like that. And so you can imagine what the possibilities could be if something came into our three-dimensional universe from another higher dimension. Well, it could disappear. It could change shape in bizarre ways, like the razor just did. If the object, let's say, is shaped like this, and only the first part touches, then the second part touches, it would appear to break into two pieces. It could appear to break into two or more pieces. It could appear to add shapes. And all of it to us would just appear like slices. And not only would it appear like the slices, but it would appear like slices from our angle. We wouldn't even have a higher dimensional perspective of it from above. They might be able to perturb the fields, all the different fields that make up everything in our universe, in mysterious ways. They could do amazing effects. Like, for example, just in the two-dimensional, if you took someone from here and brought them into a three-dimensional world, you could flip them over, just flip them over, and put them back into their two-dimensional Flatland, and everything would be reversed in terms of their body sides. So their heart would be on the other side. Isn't that weird? Now imagine what would happen if someone took you to another higher dimension and did a simple physical movement, flipped you in a certain way, and brought you back into our dimension. They could invert you, maybe. They could turn you inside out. They could do all sorts of fascinating things. Perhaps in that higher dimension, they can access more data. You know, a lot of these things do look like UFOs. UFOs disappear, oftentimes. They change shape in bizarre ways. They break into pieces. What do you guys think? You think this could be part of the puzzle? Would love to hear your thoughts.